Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Dawn and Dreams. Let's let the plane go by. Okay. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Dawn and Dreams. It is your lady, Ms.Z. Thank you so much for tuning into another video. If this resonates with you, please like the video and also subscribe for more videos. This is not the traditional ancestor bone cast that I do. I normally am on the floor, but today I don't feel, I'm under a little bit under the weather, so I can't just, sit there on the floor for too long like that and get, the heat and everything. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to ask permission to do this on table. And just, it's kind of not really a traditional cast either. It's not necessarily, it's associated with the ancestors, but it's not directly a communication. Okay. So this type of reading is going to be, who are you destined to be? And in order to find out that information, you really need to know your ancestral ties in most cases, because if you have a shaman, if you have a medicine woman, if you have a psychic, if you have a witch, if you have a wizard, whoever is in your lineage, a lot of times it may skip a few generations, but it may come back to you and you may feel drawn to certain things. So you're drawn to certain things by your ancestors. Okay. So you see, there still is a relation to the ancestors based on what you want to do. It may transform into something else. Like if you're in show business in a past life or within your ancestors, maybe instead of acting, you're doing singing. Okay. Whatever it may be, it transitions into you. But I'm going to see the basis of who you're destined to be concerning life path. It's going to be very quick, okay? Because as I said, I'm not necessarily in the mood to get really drained, okay? But we're going to see. We're going to do a 3 cast, meaning 3 castings I'll do, and we'll find out who comes up based on the ancestors. I'm also I think that's what I was going to say. But also, if you would like to book a reading, you can go to donanddreams.com, and there you will get a traditional bone cast. Okay, that's where I get on the floor and we do, the offerings and everything else with it. You want to book a regular reading with the cards, you can do that as well. Also, shop online for my handmade dream catchers. I have a more ancestral collection coming out within a few weeks, so pay attention to that. All right, so let's get started. You can pick the number 1, number 2, or number 3. Whichever number called out to you first, that is the number that chose you. Okay, that's the energy that you're working with today. All right, so let's get started with number 1. And then, like I said, this is going to be a quick cast, so I will go back to the traditionals on my next reading. All right, so for cast number 1, I'm still going to ask the ancestors to touch the bones to see what is in their lineage, who are they destined to be this time around. Well, some of you already know your path, okay? Some of you already know your path. You may doubt your path, but some of you already know it. Okay, a lot of you have very much healer energy, healer abilities. So that will fall in the round of the shaman. You have the ancestor of magic coming through here. And this is something that is very, very ancient, because with the Egyptian coin here, you can see the back, you'll see the pyramids. Okay, so it's very, very ancient. As it's laying on top of the ancestor of magic, it tells me that it's kind of hidden. And like I said, I tell everybody that gets the ancestor of magic in their reading, he does not show his face very, very much. So that tells me that, he's not somebody, the mask really acts as it's supposed to, basically. It takes on the characteristic. It's very secret, very occult. Most magic is not something that's just out there ready for everybody to get, okay? So this is something that was in your lineage far back. So you may not be able to find the exact ancestor that was full of magic, that was full of traditions. So if you were born into a family that it's not really spiritual, just understand that, yes, and some of you might find an ancestor or two that had, you know, some type of spiritual ties, but there may not be many because it looks like it was very, very hidden. Okay, so it gives me a lot of past life energy, that in the past life, and I'm including your ancestors in this, very, very spiritual. Okay, very spiritual, very healer like abilities. Okay, knew about magic, knew about doing certain things. Even in your daily life, you might do, I don't know if it's called taboo, but you may do certain things like not let people come in the house with their shoes on because of energy. You don't know why you're doing it. You're just doing it, okay? You do stuff already with a mind for it, already with a natural energy for it. You have a natural energy or gift of magic, okay? This could also involve abilities as well, because magic goes hand in hand with psychic abilities, traditions. It kind of all goes hand in hand. All right, it may take a while to unlock those gifts, because with it coming from an ancestor so far back, I could imagine unlocking all of those gifts will happen over time, the more that you grow. Okay, let's see. Protection. Okay, you do have protection, CC. I see a lot of, like I said, a lot of healer, a lot of doctor energy. And what I mean by that is knowing the secrets to the medicine, knowing the secrets to what is able to cure certain things. And a lot of times you're going to do that within the magic, okay? You have emperor energy as well, which tells me a lot of times you're going to be in leader positions in this life. You're going to want to be a leader. You have the science of the lands, basically. A lot of Egyptian connections. One last thing I'm looking at here, so hold on before I move on. Yeah, you're going to have a connection kind of to all things. You have Oshun in this reading. You also have Oya. Love, care, and abundance. And also change. Kind of like you know what's needed. You know how to treat things based on the energy around you. But you may have a lot of conflicts as well. But I think that just deals with making a stronger you. You want to make sure that your health is in check, okay? You want to make sure that your health is in check spiritually. You know, I'm not going to talk about physically. I'm going to just say spiritually, because fruits and everything that we eat is a part of the spiritual realm. You just want to make sure that you are consuming, you don't have to consume a 100% healthy diet, because I know that's challenging, but you do want to try to implement more spiritual practices in order to enhance your gifts, okay? And also keep you around for a longer time. Because I feel like you are someone who's going to be very ancient. All right, so that is the first one. I'm going to go ahead and move on. So I thank the ancestors for this cast. I thank the ancestors that came through to show and reveal. We're going to go into the next cast. Let's just drop a little bit of ancestor oil on the bones. I already do this already, but just for another cast, we'll do it. Okay? So this is for number 2, okay? We're on number 2. Let's see who you're destined to be this round. Let's see what ancestor comes forth to show his face on behalf of your energy. You have a lot of creative abilities, okay? A lot of creative abilities. I'm seeing travel too for some reason. Travel. Okay? Let's see what's going on with you. You need to be spiritually free. You need to be free, okay? Free to invest your energy where you want it. Because a lot of things are blocking chasing the sunset, and you also have a like liberation, freedom. You really want that. So that's something that you definitely need. Um, mm. Let's see. Funny, your gifts kind of come from an ancestor that has not passed on very, 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 I don't know why I said that, very, very, not that very long ago, okay? You have similarities to an ancestor from not very long ago. This ancestor is about money, wealth, success, and also talent, okay? So it's like a talent that's been passed down. I heard singing, but I know that everybody's not going to be related to a singer, but that implements to me that it's something that is like a passed down natural gift. So it could either be art, it could either be crafts, it could be singing, it could be poetry, it could be music, it could be dance, it could be whatever, okay? There's so many talents out there. It could be even be building. If you have an art for it or a knack for something and you're just good at it and you just don't know why you're so good at that, it's because of an ancestor, all right? An ancestor did something similar to what you're doing, and you naturally were equipped with that energy when you were born, okay? Because you have the ancestor hand right here, like, yes, I put my hands on that child. I'm the reason they so good at that. Of course, not essentially because you're responsible for your greatness, but yes. And you also have an ancestor of success and wealth. They also know about magic as well. I don't know if I have my little book over here, but I wrote about all these ancestors. So I just don't want to associate this ancestor just with money because they do have a lot of pride and wealth. Okay, so they are the bridge. Okay, using power in the correct way. Okay, they strengthen the connection to spirit, connection to others, connection to magic. All right. So yeah, strong connection to magic, strong connection to spirit, okay? Also a love for others as well. So whatever you do or create is going to spread out. Like I said, I also see some travel, but I see it being blocked in some way. So if you're not able to travel, if you're not able to really escape where you are right now, that is a part of your journey, okay? That is a part of your journey. So you need to be able to do that. And you have this, yeah. Funny thing is, this is the bone of structure, right? Structure, but it's blocked. It's over your soul mission, okay? It's over the soul mission bone. It's over the path, okay? It's like it's being blocked because you're in this square. You're in this, cut corner position where you can't expand. So you do want to be able to share your gifts with the world. You need freedom. You need to see the world. You need to get out. You need to do more expanding. Because trust me, your talents, they do not need to be wasted. Okay? You are very good at what you do. All right, so let's move on to the last one. Who are you destined to be on behalf of the ancestors before you? What gifts will pass down to you? What is your life path? Number 3. Okay? You definitely are a worker, okay? What I mean by worker is you put in that energy. Goodness, you got some bones falling off. Goodness. Are you confused about your path or what it is? Okay. This bone does not want to go back in. Interesting vision. Okay, let's see. You are someone who actually has a natural talent for bridging gaps. Like when it comes to communication and things like that, bringing people together, bringing people into the water. It's funny, I seen a pool, but I associate that with water. I associate that with also bringing somebody into the pool, bridging the gap. Okay? Um, okay. So you have an ancestral passed down gift, which represents again someone from a recent ancestor. You have gifts from them. You also have the ancestor of magic here. You have the ancestor of wealth. You also have the ancestor of trials and tribulations. Okay, so good little ancestor background there. All of these will affect you this lifetime. But I also think things will weigh you down as well. Because it seems like you're living a lot for others and need to more so kind of envelop in yourself as well. But in your path, I see you doing a lot of teaching. You'd be a great teacher, someone who could guide others. Because you naturally have a rift in a lot of things. And magic and, helping somebody get over a rough or troubled time. You know what success feels like. You can also guide people there. But it's important to pay attention to yourself. Because there's not a lot of love coming in for you. Meaning you need to also have a balance between how many other people that you help and yourself as well. But then somewhere down the line, in your destiny, you are going to be helping people. And you have a lot of guardians around you, so that's also great as well. But I feel like you would put yourself in a place of endangerment in order to help people, meaning it could spiritually affect you and you still will help them. And, a lot of that can be a little bit overbearing, because then you're affecting yourself. So you just have to keep that in mind with the helping people. But with the water, I feel like you're just very naturally intuitive. Even emotional too. The crazy thing is you have protection in the reverse. So it's like you need that spiritual protection, all that you can get. But you are a person that can be successful. You are a person that can utilize magic. You are a person that can utilize shamanism. You are a person that definitely can get over certain things that, like, if you don't have a lot in life, you don't necessarily need a lot in order to survive. So people look up to you in that way. All right, so that is your reading. I hope that you enjoyed it. Please make sure that you like this video. I am drained for the day, so I'm going to go ahead and get some rest. You guys have a great and awesome day.